up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today I'm going to be comparing the Aritzia Divinity Jumpsuit with the Aritzia TNA Rhythm Jumpsuit. Now, jumpsuits are not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I personally really like them for layering, for wearing at home as kind of athleisure, comfy, lounge around sort of clothes. And these two are actually some of the more affordable options from some of the brands that I really love. I own the sporty suit and the shorty suit. I own those, and I also now own these. And these are a fraction of the price. If you're in Canada like I am, they're about half the price. And the shipping is faster, better. Aritzia, the chokehold you have on me. So anyways, the Divinity Jumpsuit is super popular right now. It is trending on TikTok. And I obviously am an Aritzia minion, whatever that thing is. I do like Aritzia. I do acknowledge that Aritzia has a lot of issues with inclusivity and diversity in sizing, and I also think that their company culture in store definitely needs some work. I have a few FYI before you buys where I do talk about this. I've never officially talked about my experience as a former employee. I worked there for about a month. There's a reason I only worked there for a month, but I acknowledge that there are things, but there's a lot of things in the company, how the company is set up, that purposely makes it the way it is and that purposely attracts the type of person. So if you are interested in that, I can talk about it, but there are lots and lots of Aritzia employees, former Aritzia employees on YouTube who have talked about their experiences. So it would only just to hear my 2 cents on it, but I'm not saying anything new that was already available. But anyways, okay, let's jump into the head-to-head, and also welcome to Vlogmas. I don't know what day we're on anymore, but we're still in Vlogmas. 'Tis the season, you know? Okay, let's start off with some basics. The descriptions on the websites are effectively the same. They have the same size range, 2XS to 2XL. They're both 98 doll hairs, and they're pretty much made out of the exact same fabric, but technically speaking, the TNA Rhythm is out of that TNA butter material, and the Wilfred one is just buttery soft fabric. Okay, it's effectively the same fabric. Where we're really gonna see differences is actually in the physical design itself. So the Divinity Jumpsuit has a T stitching down the front, as well as seams that go down the sides of the thigh and inseams. The Rhythm Jumpsuit is a lot more like bare bones. There's just seams down the side and in the inseam. So visually speaking, the Rhythm Jumpsuit is a lot more clean, it's a lot more basic, and it looks a little bit more seamless. There are still seams, but there's not as many, whereas the Divinity Jumpsuit has very clear seams. The other thing I want to note is that the Divinity Jumpsuit comes in different lengths, as well as just like a standard one with like different colors. And I believe the Rhythm Jumpsuit only comes in a standard length. They're all meant to fit ankle length as well. So if you're kind of looking at that. This Divinity Jumpsuit that I own personally is a scoop back, whereas the Rhythm Jumpsuit is a straight back. So in my opinion, that deep scoop back is very flattering. But if you are actually looking to wear a bra with it, the flat back Rhythm Jumpsuit, because it is higher, allows you to put a strapless bra or a bandeau, something like that, underneath and give you more support. Neither of these jumpsuits have a ton of compression to them, so they don't have a lot of support. They're not gonna smooth. They're not going to suck you in. They're not gonna keep the girls high. They're just very comfortable, very buttery soft. They say like aerobics instructor, dance, whatever, kind of more loungewear. Like they're both kind of more loungewear. If I were to kind of have a preference at the end of the day, I would always choose the Rhythm Jumpsuit just because it doesn't have that vertical stitching down the center. That can sometimes lead to camel toe. I mean, with anything like this, you're always maybe gonna be in a situation where you're gonna be watching out for it, but it's just it's just asking for it when you have a seam right there. Like, oh my God, why do people think that that's cute? I don't know. It is cute, but it's not like cute enough to risk it, you know? Anyways, it's just, yeah. I own 2 different colors though. I want to put them. This is Turner Taupe. This is the Peppercorn Gray. I love both of these colors. I did mention this before, but if you are looking for any Aritzia grayy, beigey kind of colors, keep in mind that they can pull a little purple. Like if this is Peppercorn Gray, it's like a little bit brown. It's a little bit warmer, a little softer. I do really love that. I don't love a harsh gray all the time, but it's not a true gray tone if you're looking for that cool slatey kind of gray color. Same with this. It's a little bit purpley. It's a little bit mauvey. It's not like, it is a taupe, right? So it's gonna have those purple undertones to it regardless. But I do find even with their grays, even with their beiges, they're a little purpley sometimes. So keep that in mind. I think overall, you can't go wrong with either of these. My preference is always going to be something that's a bit more plain, but do I love the Divinity Jumpsuit? Yes. I find that, to be fair, at the end of it, when you're wearing them, they wear the same, they're going to wash the same. The only thing you really have to deal with are, do you like the seams at the side? No seams. Do you like the tee? That's kind of it. Overall, it's true to size, and both of them fit kind of the same way as well. I have smalls in both, and when I put them on, besides the obvious like scoop neck differences, scoop back differences, if it's the same, if it's in the stomach the same way, the legs the same way, the length the same way. So I love that that's actually fairly consistent, and it's consistent even though they're technically different Aritzia lines, being one Wilfred and one TNA. They're the same. They're just a different thing, but that is kind of everything head to head. I mean, I'll put the side by sides for you guys to see as I'm talking about things, as well as at the end, so you can see the 2 head to head. But I think either one is a great option. It really just depends on that. And like I said, you know, neither of them are going to be they're not super compression, they're not smoothing, they're not sculpting. So if you are looking for something with that little bit more coverage in terms of smoothing out your skin, smoothing out, you know, your stomach area, not showing things like your belly button as much or anything like that, I would maybe stay away from this particular fabric because it's a little bit softer. It doesn't have that compression. But you know, overall, like, just say F it and choose comfort, guys. Like, they're so comfortable. And I find them really great to wear, especially at this time of year where you're layering up a lot of things. It just kind of like, as a base layer, is really great to put this on and then have like my oversized sweater and then my stomach isn't cold, you know? But then going to the bathroom is always gonna be a challenge. So you'll win some, you'll lose some. But that is my head-to-head of the Aritzia Divinity Jumpsuit and the Aritzia Rhythm Jumpsuit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to go catch up on any Vlogmas that you've missed. And I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.